Hi there, this is Gary Ryan Blair, and with the start of the new year about to get underway, there's one critically important thing that you need to do before it arrives. So I long ago discovered a key strategy that has allowed me and my clients to continually grow, to improve, and prosper quarter after quarter and year after year. In fact, it's been so effective in driving my own personal productivity that it's enabled me to increase my income and hit my performance goals for 38 consecutive quarters. That's over 9 years. So what is it, you might ask? Well, it's called an after-action review. And it's all about measuring and reflecting upon your year-to-date performance, reviewing lessons learned from choices made and consequences received, as well as analyzing how you responded to challenges, opportunities, and fears. And in this post, I'll show you how to put this powerful resource to very good use. To start the year on the right foot and make this your best year ever, you need to perform an after-action review right now by analyzing what took place in the current year. That includes the good, the bad, and the ugly, and leveraging every nugget of knowledge for all it's worth. Unfortunately, that's where the problem begins, as practically every company and individual resists this important discipline. And as a result, they don't learn enough from their mistakes nor their accomplishments. And as a result of that, they continue to repeat history rather than create it. Well, today, that changes forever. Now, there are 5 steps in the after-action review process. And for you to knock the ball out of the park this year, you need to immediately begin implementing the ideas that are generated from this exercise. Step number 1 is to identify your 3 greatest accomplishments. You always want to begin the review process by focusing in on your wins. And even if this has not been a great year for you, odds are, if you look closely enough, there's something, somewhere to be proud of. Step number 2 is to analyze what you learned from each accomplishment. See, now that you've identified your 3 greatest accomplishments, go back to each one. This time, though, identify what you did right and determine how you can use these accomplishments as a springboard for even greater wins in the new year. The goal here is to leverage, to optimize, and amplify all the things you've been doing correctly in order to accelerate your goals and to drive much bigger results. And step number 3 is to identify your biggest disappointments and how you might have let yourself down. Now, I know this question feels like you're putting a kick me sign on your back, but heck, you're here now, so why not confront this question straight up and get to the root of the problem? So allow me to prompt you. Perhaps your promise is broken. Maybe there was poor execution, standards that might have been compromised, opportunities avoided, people betrayed, maybe even values downplayed. And before you leap forward, you must liquidate and close the door on habits, on behaviors or attitudes that are holding you back, as you will not be as successful as you can be in the new year if you remain stuck in your old ways. That leads us to step number 4, which is to analyze what you learned from each failure or disappointment. Now, a word of caution here. Do not resist analyzing your sins and mistakes. Doing so would be a shame, as this is where the best learning comes from. So no matter how great everything in life is going, we all make mistakes. The trick here is to be a mature adult, to analyze them and to find out what preceded them and what you could have done differently and how you can prevent them from reoccurring and haunting you in the future. In order to make sure you don't limit or undermine yourself in the new year, you need to bring these self-defeating actions to the surface. You need to confront them and, most importantly, determine what you must do differently to make sure you don't make the same mistakes all over again. Step number 5 is to use this information to set goals for the new year. Now, if you're not constantly auditing yourself, your habits, your schedule, your strategies, and the way that you manage your time, I promise you this, you'll never perform at the top of your game. That's why you must reflect, review, and respond to the information obtained through the after-action review process. The purpose here is to build into your schedule, in your interactions, your management style, or whatever else you've surfaced in the previous questions, and to build yourself a new, improved, and superior approach. I suggest viewing this after-action review exercise not as an opportunity to beat yourself up, but as a chance to uncover the goals and the priority activities that you need to focus on.